How Trump's tariffs impacted American consumers, once hailed as shields for American industry, ended up hitting American wallets instead. Under President Trump, a sweeping trade war strategy was unleashed. But what was the real cost? Let's break down the numbers and the everyday impact of Trump's tariff policies. Imagine heading to your local supermarket. You pick up your usual list: cereal, fresh fruit, some clothes for the kids, maybe a new phone. But this time, prices are higher. Not just a little, but noticeably more. Thanks to sweeping tariffs on imports, especially from China, consumers across the country saw the price of everyday items skyrocket. Electronics, washing machines, cars, even canned goods became more expensive. These weren't just price tags going up for shoppers. For small businesses and manufacturers, the cost of imported raw materials surged. Steel and aluminum tariffs alone added billions in costs. Those costs, they got passed down to you. And while the goal was to protect American jobs, the result, not so simple. Countries hit by you. Tariffs didn't sit still. They struck back. Retaliatory tariffs slammed American agriculture. Farmers lost key export markets. Soybeans rotted in silos. Thousands of jobs were lost. Low-income families were hit the hardest. These households spend a larger chunk of their income on essentials. Tariffs acted like a hidden tax, one that didn't show up on your paycheck but did at checkout counters. Families were forced to cut back, delay repairs, and rethink their spending entirely. And the ripple effects didn't stop at America's borders. Global markets wobbled. Supply chains were thrown into chaos. Companies hesitated on investment. Jobs were lost, not just in the U.S., but around the world. Economists warned about inflation, and they were right. As costs climbed, inflation began to rise. At the peak of these tariffs, some estimates suggested they contributed up to 0.5% to core inflation, tightening household budgets even more. Supporters argue tariffs were necessary to confront unfair trade practices and revive manufacturing. And yes, some industries did see a temporary bump. But the bigger picture, it showed that global trade isn't easily bullied into submission. It's a delicate ecosystem. Trump's tariffs were a bold, headline-grabbing move. But the real story was felt in store aisles, farm fields, and family dinner tables. Protectionism, as it turns out, doesn't come free. And more often than not, it's the everyday consumer who foots the bill. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more fact-driven analysis, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. Did tariffs affect your pocket? Let's talk.